Hey everyone, Pyar here. Do you notice anything different? Anything different about my microphone that all of you needed to complain about for some reason? Yeah, so check this out. Let me go ahead and see if I can get my camera pulled up. Yeah, so I actually put the pop filter thing on my microphone because everyone was complaining about it. I could not find a comment that wasn't complaining about my mic. So I just ripped this off of an old Turtle Beach headset. Yeah, so we have an actually decent mic now. Yeah, so I hope that itches your scratch or whatever. Anyways, I also want to announce that I am getting way too many comments, okay? I'm suffering from success here. Okay, I cannot respond to every single comment. I cannot heart every single comment. I apologize. Anyway, another thing everyone was complaining about is that I used Rufus instead of Vintoy, so today we're going to be using Vintoy, not Rufus, to flash Arch Linux onto the USB. Also, I'm sorry for calling Astolfo a anime girl. It just came to my attention that Astolfo is a guy, so oh my bad. I didn't even say what we're doing today. Today we're going to be ranking every single Arch Linux desktop environment. Alright, let me go get a USB drive. Be right back, I guess. Okay, so we have a device in. Yep, 4 gigabytes. That should be. Yes. Okay, congratulations! Vintoy's been installed. Not really sure that's something to congratulate, but thank you, Vintoy. Okay, so apparently, all we have to do now is just drag the ISO. There's no need for any installation, you just kind of drag it onto the USB drive and then it's done. I know my CPU is not this slow, I'm pretty sure it's just the drive. So yeah, it's done. Okay, let's put it on the laptop then. Whoa, that was kind of cool, you can't lie. Anyways, here's our laptop. It is the same one from last video. I'm choosing to name this the PR Top. If you have a better name, let me know. Here's our Arch Linux USB. The bad thing about using Vintoy is that I cannot modify the ISO now. So this laptop is pretty much guaranteed to scream at me when I boot into the ISO. We're just gonna have to deal with that, right? There's really nothing I can do to counteract that. It is going to scream at me and it is going to be ear-piercingly loud. Alright, so we are now gonna boot into the USB. My BIOS key is just pressing F12 repeatedly. So here goes nothing, I guess. Okay, F12, F12, F12. I think it's this one, so here goes nothing. Hey! Okay, so we're in Vintoy. Alright, let's get ready to beep. Normal mode. Okay, alright, so we have OBS output, so I'm just gonna switch to that. Okay, so this USB drive is actually incredibly slow, so mind you, this is gonna take a second, so we're gonna go ahead and just wait on this one to do its thing. So, how's your day today, you know? Are you doing good? Did you do anything exciting today? Did you install Linux today? Should I launch a Discord server? Let me know. I'm thinking about launching a Discord server, but if you would like to join a Discord server, made by me of course, let me know if I should make a Discord server, right? Because I am seriously thinking about making a Discord server. Okay, so we are doing something. Welcome to Arch Linux. You probably can't see that because it's incredibly small. Okay, we are currently in the Arch Linux installer. So we need to go ahead and connect to the internet. So we're going to use the IWCTL utility. Device list, even though I already know it's WLAN 0. So now we need to do station. Okay, my S key is a little bit broken. Okay, can we please stop selling S key? Okay, so we have our networks. Alright, so let's check if we're connected. So we're gonna ping google.com. We are currently receiving bytes from Google, so that's good news. So now, here's where the magic happens. We're gonna run Arch install. I know, shut up. I'm using Arch install. I don't feel like spending all day, you know, partitioning my disk or whatever. Shut up. I'm using Arch install. Hostname, this is what we are gonna switch. PR squared. Yes. And this is where we're going to be installing these desktop environments. I'm going to skip all of the window managers. I'm only going to be doing desktop environments. So no Hyperland, no BS Pwim. That's a window manager. Okay, so we should be good. This is everything that we need. And let's go ahead and install. Yes. All right. So it's going to go ahead and count me down. So we're going to wait for my entire computer to just absolutely wipe itself. It has definitely not been like 5 hours since I last recorded that because my Arch install definitely did not break and my Pac-Man keys definitely did not corrupt and I definitely did not have to restart the entire process all over again. Nope, that didn't happen. Let's go ahead and reboot the system. Okay, so we are currently inside of Budgie, right? So this is Budgie. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look around. And as you'll notice, it's pretty bare bones, but I'm almost 90% sure that is entirely intentional. This is supposed to be lightweight, so yeah, let's just see what you know. You can just kind of see around, you know, you got Vim, you got Nemo, you got your terminal. You've got pretty much just the basics, absolute basics. So yep, as you can clearly see, we are currently using a Dell Inspiron 15. Yeah, so it's pretty much exactly what you could expect from a pretty lightweight, you know, desktop environment. So let's go ahead and install the next desktop environment because there's not really too much to show here. Awesome sauce. Also, someone complained about me saying awesome sauce. You're not awesome sauce, okay? You cannot join the awesome sauce empire. And yeah, so that's about it from Budgie. I don't really know what to say about it, man. That's about it from Budgie, really. That is all I have to say. Alright, so I'm gonna choose to say that Budgie is a I don't know, it's very minimal, right? And I think that's on purpose. And that doesn't make it bad, it just makes it something that is not for me. Because I do like stuff on my, you know, desktop or whatever. And I do like stuff bundled in, and I do like to customize things. Budgie just kind of gets out of your way, you know, it's alright. I'm gonna put it in a solid B tier. I think it's okay, alright? I hope I do not get hate for that. I hope I do not get hate for this. This is just my opinion. I just do not think Budgie is the best desktop environment you could have for Arch Linux. I'm sure that there's a better lightweight one out there, right? So, yeah. Hey everyone, can you guess where I am? Cinnamon, let's go, alright. It does look a lot like the last desktop environment that we tried, but it's Cinnamon this time, and it also automatically added Firefox. Oh, it saved the search. That's so cool. So we are currently running Cinnamon 6.4.10. Much like the last desktop environment, this appears to be a very minimalistic one. But it actually has stuff built into it this time. So we got effects. What is this? Oh, I love this feature. I love this feature. You can just make your computer like really fast or really slow. Granted, it's way more customizable in KDE, but shut up. Let's see if we can change our background. I don't even know what this is, but it looks cool. This is so cool. What? Nothing too crazy about Cinnamon. Yeah, I'm actually starting to rethink my decision on where I ranked Budgie, whatever, same thing. I don't think I should have ranked Budgie anywhere near where I did, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I apologize, but my standards have been revamped by Cinnamon here. But Cinnamon also is not the greatest desktop environment of all time. It's very minimal, which it's not for me, honestly. Yeah, for the most part, it's fine. For the most part, I could understand if this is the one that you want to use, right? That's pretty much gonna be Cinnamon for you. So let's go ahead and hop back on the desktop and we'll go ahead and rank Cinnamon. Alright, so here we are in the tier list. Cinnamon is right here. So here's my current ranking. We have Cinnamon in B tier and Budgie in C tier. I think that this is probably the way to go when you're comparing it to all of these other desktop environments that we're gonna try. So yeah, respect my opinion, okay? Thank you. Hey everyone! Did you miss me, man? We are back and we are in KDE Plasma. This is my personal, probably favorite desktop environment, if I'm not gonna lie. It is just really good. Wait, what? It can detect my capture card? I didn't even know that. Oh, the classic mouse cursor issue. Let's go ahead and disable that. Oh, it's so much better. Okay, so yeah, this is pretty much KDE Plasma. So as you can see, we are currently running KDE Plasma 6.4.4. So yeah, that's pretty much about KDE Plasma. So we can go ahead and just demonstrate a little bit about what goes on in KDE Plasma, I guess. So first of all, it's clean. It looks really nice. It looks really, really good. Like, it just looks beautiful, okay? And it's also highly customizable too, with like a lot of things. It's actually extended, and it's got good, you know, a good development team behind it, because it's KDE Plasma. I mean, it's got KDE behind it, right? And it comes with a lot of stuff, I'd say. Oh, and here's the best part. You have a store for stuff in Arch Linux. Isn't that just really awesome sauce, right? So if I wanted Discord, I could see if it's inside of, you know, the Discovery tab. We can see that we have desktop and Discord and web cord, whatever that even is. So yeah, it's obviously from Flatpak, FlatHub, but I mean, it's still really cool to have, you know what I mean? So we can install from FlatHub. Let's install Discord because why not? Oh, this is it right here. I mean, this is living the life in Linux, am I right? You know, this is just, yeah, I mean, it's really just like, it's minimal, but also it comes with stuff to get you started, you know what I mean? And it's highly customizable too. I'm currently feeling like this genuinely might be probably an S tier, not gonna lie. It's a really good desktop environment. It's really solid. I might be biased because I use KDE Plasma every single time I install Arch, but I mean, you can still see where I'm coming from, right? So yeah, I'm really convinced that KDE Plasma is a solid S tier so far. Maybe one of these other desktop environments, with the exception of this one, which I already want to trash. One of these desktop environments might surprise me, and I might want to place them in a separate tier other than S tier. Honestly, if this happens, you know, all the power to that. If one of these desktop environments convinces me that KDE Plasma is not an S tier, which I'm looking at you, Gnome, you have a high bar to hold here, then I will definitely might bump it down to like an A tier, but it's not going below A tier. I can guarantee that. It is a solid S tier for where it is standing right now. For this next desktop environment, I'm going to install it alongside KDE because it's very unstable. Okay, alright. Here goes nothing, I guess. I don't want to do this, but I know I'm avoiding cutefish like it's the plague. But that's kind of because it is the plague. Alright, so this looks really nice, right? False. It doesn't work. It's terrible. You don't want this desktop environment. It had so much potential too, which is what I don't like. It just looks really nice. Your terminal even looks nice. And, you know, as a whole, it doesn't look bad. Magic lamp. Oh, okay. A little bit of flickering there. Well, that's actually not a bad animation. It's not the worst magic lamp animation I've seen on Linux. I just don't like that the border of the window, like, I'll slow it down in the video, but the border of the window stays active when you click it. Is that the Windows 11 wallpaper? Okay, so it is pretty customizable. Oh, okay, this is actually really nice. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty nice. Well, that looks really cool. What the freak? This has so much potential. Alright, let's ignore that. My battery is fine, trust. The PR top is standing strong. Alright, so if I go into my apps, my launcher, which does look a little bit rough around the edges, this bar down here is not looking good. So yeah, it works. I mean, it's a desktop environment. It's good. It looks beautiful. It looks like it could be fine for an average user, right? I don't want to put it below C tier, but it's just not currently, you know, being developed, and which means it's going to be very unstable. So yeah, that's all I have to say about cutefish. I don't want to put cutefish anything below B tier, really, because it looks really good, but I can't recommend it. It just is not stable where it currently is. It will encounter bugs. It will look rough around the edges. It's not great as it is. It's not bad, okay? It's not bad. It's just depreciated and not very good to use for daily use. Guys, please don't use cutefish. It completely just cooked my laptop. Deepin doesn't even have a taskbar. I can't do anything. I try to go to display settings. I can't. My capture card isn't even plugged in. It's literally not even plugged in at all. So it's not that it's projecting to the external monitor. Cutefish just completely ruined everything because my KDE Plasma looks different now. It changed the font. It changed the config. It just ruined my laptop. Alright, thanks to a number of factors, namely cutefish. Deepin cannot be reviewed by me personally, but I've done some digging into what Deepin looks like. I'm choosing to say that this is a solid A tier. Deepin just looks like a good version of cutefish, if I'm being honest. Deepin looks really nice. It seems to have a good development team behind it, but I can't really say anything too much about it, so take this with a grain of salt. I'm not gonna lie here, it looks nostalgic because, like, I don't know, it just kind of reminds me of like Windows 7, I guess. And since Windows 7 was probably my first version of Windows, it was either that or Windows XP. It definitely does kind of give me some nice memories. That Firefox logo is looking ancient, but it runs really nicely. Probably because it's very lightweight. Is Kitty still looking cooked? Yeah, Kitty is. Thank you, cutefish, but this laptop is gonna see a different operating system very soon. This looks really dated, I guess. It's not very modern. That doesn't mean it's bad or anything. It just doesn't look very customizable past this. Let's see. I mean, if you have a really dated system, it seems like it would be fine by me. I won't make fun of you if you have LXDE. Let's change to green. I mean, it does seem pretty customizable for what it's worth. It does remind me a lot of Windows in that regard, because you can hide the trash can and whatnot. It just kind of gets its point across, right? I mean, if you have a dated system, it's pretty good. good. It's pretty good. Okay, there I am. Okay, there I am in the camera. This is pretty nice. Pretty nice, pretty customizable actually. I did not expect it to be this customizable. But can we pull up a terminal here? Guess LX terminal. And it's looking chopped. Okay, we're not gonna use that. I freaking hate cutefish, dude. If I would have known it was gonna do that, I would have done it last. Oh my gosh, which terminal did cutefish not ruin? Oh, thank the Lord. We have a terminal that doesn't look chopped. Alright, so we're currently using LXDE, no version specified. Okay, so this is the only logo I could find for LXDE that was transparent and looked high quality. This is technically not even Arch Linux, but it gets its point across, right? It's LXDE. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a B tier, because it looks dated, but if you have really old hardware, it seems fine, right? It seems pretty good. Seems customizable for what it's worth. I'm gonna have to give it a solid B tier, honestly. I should probably let you know that for this next desktop environment, I'm gonna be using the Breeze icons, so... Okay, LXQT, am I right? Okay, so we have 4 desktops by default. So if I wanted Firefox down here. Okay, at least Firefox doesn't have this ancient logo. What about, ooh, okay, this is kind of cool. It's like a really, terminal-based task manager. We also have a web, really descriptive web browser right there. I'm assuming that this is a piece of GNOME software that just got left over or something. We got, okay, why is it selecting things? I'm not even clicking. It's just selecting things. Oh, that actually looks really nice. Okay. So we made it look a little bit better. Okay. Yeah, but this looks really cool. Fast fetch using the GNOME terminal. So we're using LXQT 2.2.0. That's pretty much about it for LXQT. First and foremost, I'm going to have to put you on the same tier as Budgie here. And you can get bumped to B tier. Okay, that is how I feel. Okay, I think that's about it. Oh, our terminal's still looking chopped from cutefish. Okay. Believe me, I tried for like an hour to try and fix that. We got a couple of built-in apps here, which some of these might be from GNOME. I'm unsure. So I cannot grade Mate off of that. But yeah, we are in Mate right now. Wait, is the Mate terminal broken? Yes, it is. Office. Yeah, it seems pretty minimal. Console, let's try that. Okay, this one is working. I have to use the GNOME console. I know it looks weird in like this, you know, older looking thing with just a modern looking terminal. I'm sorry. Anyway, we are using Mate 1.28.2. Yes, so that's Mate pretty much. There's literally nothing else to say. I do like how the little icon, I don't know if you can see it, but the icon down here, it moves to show you where it would be on the desktop. That's kind of neat. So yeah, that's Mate. I literally have nothing else to say, so... Okay, so where am I gonna rank Mate? I'm feeling like a maybe B tier. I'm feeling like a C tier for Mate. It just does not look good. For me at least anyway. You know, LXQT had like a nice Windows 7 kind of feel for me personally. I really liked that, but Mate just feels kind of dated and it feels kind of chopped. Just feels kind of wrong to use, I guess. I don't know. Okay, we are currently on XFCE. So once again, this is one of those desktop environments that are kind of lightweight, bare bones-ish, so they're very hard to grade. The terminal emulator is looking chopped. Thank you, cutefish, once again for ruining my system. I can't fix it, okay? I tried everything. I deleted my config. I completely deleted KDE Plasma. Nothing. I don't know what to do, okay? I'm lost, okay? I'm just lost. Instead, we're gonna have to use the GNOME terminal, because it's the only console that'll frickin' work. Alright, so as you can see, we are currently using XFCE4 4.20. Nice, 420. We got Firefox. Ooh, I like this little tab thing here. That's really nice. I like that. Let's see if we can kind of customize a little bit. Okay, so this is a weird way to list out your settings, but all the power to you. It does look a lot, I guess, more modern than the other ones, which I kind of like. I really do like that. Okay, here we go. So that's a nice wallpaper. Ooh, nice. Got a little plant. Oh, and I just closed my terminal by accident. But yeah, nice little calendar up here. That's really all that I have to say. Let's go and rank it. I'm having a hard time choosing where to rank this one, because on the one hand, it seems like it would be really good for some people, so I want to give it an A tier. But on the other hand, I'm ranking this based off of my personal view of it, so I'm gonna have to give it a B tier, giving it a slight edge there. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I think this is our finished tier list. If you have any issues with it, it's my opinion, so yeah. If you like cutefish, please just leave. No, we're not doing that. That is the one thing that on this entire tier list, everyone should unanimously agree on, that cutefish belongs in this tier. Matter of fact, cutefish belongs in the trash tier. It belongs in the trash tier. Okay, I don't even know why I bothered trying it out. Alright, it belongs in the trash tier. But yeah, this should be the right, you know, desktop environment tier list for me personally. So I'm really sorry that I couldn't try deepen, but it just broke. So yeah, if you enjoyed, you're welcome for the momentary bit of entertainment. So yeah, see you guys later.